Let's start with some bridges. Feet and knees lined up with your front hip bones. Lying with the weight on your pelvis, your rib cage, and the center back of your skull. You're going to roll your marble to 12 and then tilt your pelvis up, only lifting as high as you can keep the action of 12. And then from your breastbone, roll yourself all the way down, allowing your pelvis to fully land at the bottom. Exhale as you scoop and tilt and peel up into your bridge. Breath into the backs of your ribs when you're lifted. Exhale to roll yourself down one vertebra at a time, fully landing your pelvis. Inhale, exhale, tilt and peel up, only lifting as high as you can keep the action of 12. Breath into the backs of your ribs. Breathe out, relax your breastbone, roll yourself all the way down, and we'll do one more. Exhale, scoop and tilt and peel up. Inhale into the backs of your ribs. Exhale, roll yourself all the way down. 4 more with the arms. Exhale, scoop and tilt and peel up. Feel even weight through your feet. Inhale to reach your arms back. Reach your breastbone down, roll yourself down, reaching your knees away, and then inhale your arms by your sides. Exhale, scoop and tilt and peel up. Inhale to reach. Think of arms reaching back and knees reaching forward as you lengthen all the way down, and inhale back. 2 more. Exhale, scoop and tilt and peel up, only lifting as high as you can do the action of 12. Inhale to reach back. Exhale, roll yourself down. Inhale back. One last one. Exhale, scoop and tilt and peel up. Inhale to reach. Exhale, roll yourself all the way down and fully land your pelvis. Float one leg to tabletop. Lift your opposite hand, point to the ceiling. Now feel the center back of your pelvis and your rib cage anchored. Remember, if you need a book under your head, you should have a book under your head. And then reach your arm and your leg away from each other and bend back in. And reach, pelvis stays still, rib cage stays still. Moving your arm and your leg to challenge the stability of your pelvis and of your rib cage. As your leg reaches away, no rolling to 6. As it bends in, no 12. Let's do one more. And release down to the ground. Nice level pelvis. Float your leg up, pelvis to level. Reach your arm up, check your ribs are anchored. And arm and leg reach away from each other. Pelvis stays still, rib cage stays still. As your leg reaches away from you, no rolling to 6. As it bends in, no 12. As your arm reaches back, your backs of your ribs stay resting on the ground. And one more. And release. Lower down. Feet and knees lined up with your front hip bones. Roll your marble to 12. Peel yourself up into a bridge again. You're going to keep your pelvis level and lifted. One knee drops out to the side, back to the center, then the other side, and back to the center. Try not to let your pelvis move as your leg moves. 2 more to each side. All the time you're keeping the action of 12. So you feel the work in the bum and the back of the leg, not from your spine pushing up. One last one. And then roll yourself all the way down. Hands behind your head for some abdominal curls. Narrow your elbows. Float your head and your hands 1 millimeter off the mat. Tiny nod of your chin. Now, osteoporosis people, you just push your lower ribs down to the ground. Everyone else push your ribs down into the ground and float your head up off the mat. And then take that down. Tiny float of your head, tiny nod of your chin. Then the rib cage lowers into the mat to float the head and upper back off the mat. Remember, you're not looking down into yourself. Tiny float, tiny nod, fold at the rib cage only as much as is appropriate for you. Osteoporosis people, keep it very small. Keep your eyes focused on the ceiling, just a little bit in front of you, so on an angle forward and up. And take that down. Let's do 2 more. Head, chin, fold at the rib cage to peel your upper back off the mat. Still keeping your ducktail, I forgot to mention that. Take that down. 1 more float, nod, fold at the rib cage, check you still have your ducktail, and take that down. Hands down by your sides, float one leg and then the other up to tabletop. Ribs stay anchored, pelvis stays anchored. One leg lowers, keeping its same shape, And then the other leg lowers in a little alternating bent leg scissor. Low abdominals on, upper abdominals on, keeping your rib cage anchored. Legs are just moving smoothly in their bent shape, keeping the same shape at the knee the whole time. One more to each side. And then hug both legs in. Give yourself a nice hug. Circle your feet at the ankles one way and then the other. Keep one leg hugged in. Reach the other leg out along the mat. Hold on behind your thigh. And then you're going to push your thigh into your hands as you straighten the leg. And bend. Push your thigh into your hands as you straighten and bend. Two more like that. Push and straighten and bend. One last one. Push and straighten. Stay straight. Circle your foot at the ankle one way and then the other way. And then flex your foot, pulling your toes towards you and release that leg to tabletop. Leave that leg in tabletop, hands down by your sides. The down leg, flex that foot, dig it down to the ground slightly in towards you. And then with the lifted leg, you're going to cross over your midline, circle down and around, holding your pelvis stable as you do your single leg circles. Really work the down leg and your abdominals. That is what's holding your pelvis still. Go the other way. You're trying to have no 3 and 9 at the pelvis. You use the down leg pressing down, your abdominals pulling in, your pelvis staying connected into the mat as you circle. And hug that leg in. Good. Reach that leg out long, bend the other leg in. First the stretches, holding on behind your thigh. Push your thigh into your hands as you straighten and bend. Push into your hands as you straighten and bend. Two more. And bend. One last one. Stay straight. Circle your foot at the ankle. And the other way. And then bend that leg into tabletop. Down leg, flex that foot, dig it down to the ground slightly in towards you. Lifted leg in tabletop. Hands down by your sides. Cross over your midline, circle down and around, holding your pelvis still against the movement of the circling leg. Use the down leg, pressing down into the ground to hold your pelvis still. And go the other way. You're keeping the same shape at the knee, just moving the thigh bone in the hip socket. Do one more. And then hug that leg in. Hug the other one in too for a sort of single straight leg stretch. So you're going to reach one leg up to the ceiling, hold on to the other leg. Pull your abdominals in as you lower the lifted leg away, keeping it straight. Only go as low as your back doesn't arch, your tummy pop out, and bend that leg in. Change legs up to the ceiling. Pull your tummy in and hold your pelvis the same shape as you lower the leg. Same shape, I mean same relationship to the floor. One leg up to the ceiling and pull your tummy in as you lower the leg. And bend it in, reach up. Pull your tummy in as you lower and bend in. One more to each side. Bend in, reach up. Pull your tummy in and bend in. Land your legs down on the mat, knees and ankles together. Bring your arms out into a goalpost position. So this kind of position. If this isn't comfortable for you, arms out into a T as we normally do it. So goalpost with your arms or a T. Ribs stay anchored, pelvis and knees rotate over to one side. Remember, your top foot will lift off so your ankle bones stay together. And rotate over. Ribs stay anchored as you rotate your pelvis. So feel like when your knees go left, your ribs go right. Do a little counter rotation of your rib cage against the movement of your pelvis to keep your rib cage still. Stability is an action. One more to each side. And come to the center. Bring your arms now out to a T if they're not there already. Cross your left leg over your right and rotate over towards the right. You can turn and look to the left. Get a nice stretch, nice twisting stretch through your body. And release from there. Cross the right leg over the left and then rotate to the left. Turn your head to look to the right. And release from there. We're going to sit up. Osteoporosis people, you roll onto your side and bring yourself up to sit. Everyone else just come up as feels right for you. First, some stretching the backs of the thighs a little bit more. So, sitting up, if you need to sit up on a block then or a book, sit up on that now. Hands behind you, feet soft, knees maybe as much bend as you need to lift yourself right on top of your sitting bones. I want the natural inward curve of your low back. Use your hands to help you, but use your hands to move your pelvis, not to put your ribs up. So you've got the natural inward curve of your low back. Keep that, and then you're going to pull your toes back to you, flexing your feet, feel that increases the stretch in the back of your leg. And release forward. Pull your toes back, and release. Toes back to you, and release. 2 more. Toes back, and release. 1 more, and release. Bend your knees up for some half rollbacks. Osteoporosis people, you're going to keep a natural curve. So nice lift through your spine and hinge back. Everybody start with the hinge. Bring yourself up. Front and back of the body stay the same shape. Both are working as you do this. Osteoporosis people, you keep going with that. Everyone else, roll your marble to 12 o'clock in your half rollback. Scoop your abdominals in, bring yourself forward in that shape. Open your sitting bones, lift and stack up tall. Roll your marbles 12 while keeping a lift through your spine. Bring yourself forward in that shape. Open your sitting bones, lift and stack up tall. 3 more. Roll or hinge if that's what you're doing. Bring yourself forward in that shape. Change your sitting bones, lift and stack up tall. Marbles 12, still lifting and separating your back bones even as your spine comes into a curve shape. Keep the curve shape. Open your sitting bones, lift and stack up tall. And 1 more. Curl. Come forward in that shape. Open your sitting bones, lift and stack up tall. Cross your legs. Use your hands behind you to get yourself right up on top of your sitting bones. And then bring your hands forward onto your legs. And then rotate around. Trying to twist right around your central axis. So try not to slide off to one side or the other. Other way. The center, change which leg is on top. Use your hands to help you get a good lift, and then bring your hands forward and use them to help you come around. Use that backhand to help prop you up, but make sure you're staying over your central axis, that you're not sliding left or right with your ribs or side bending. Lift through the center if you can, and twist to the other side. And